family. Welcome to Friday's session of Uncle Bobby P. Bob Proctor Coaching for Leadership. You know what leadership is? Getting your teammates on this free coaching call from Bob Proctor. That is what leadership is, guys. So we're going to go. Is Mina on the call already? Karina. There she is. All right, I see her right there. Guys, you want to go ahead and get your teammates on this call. You're not going to want to miss it. Today we're hopping in to Bob Proctor's spiritual selling. He calls it the path of agreement. Today we're going to be finishing up what professional sales is. Like I mentioned, if this is your first session that we're having right now, this is going to be a 10-week program. We kind of just put this together. Uncle Bobby P has this in my back office. It's for consultants, but I decided to give it to you guys for free. I want you to know he charges $3,000 for this. $3,000. You guys are literally getting this for free. And if you have anybody on your team and they're not on this call, literally, they're missing out. They're honestly missing out on something amazing because this is going to be a 10-week series. So if you guys are excited to hear Uncle Bobby P and to get some spiritual selling in your life, drop a 7 in the chat. Drop a 7. You know why? You know why we're going to talk about 7? Because we're going to put 7,000 people on this call. We're going to be the first ones to consistently put 7,000 people on this call. Like it's already done. It's been done. When I had the vision of what's going to happen, it's done. This is what's going to happen. Right now, growing this call is my main focus. Mina and I are going to be masterminding on this every single week on how we can grow this and make it a better experience for everybody. You know why? Because we're going to transition this into a seminar company. We're going to put 7,000 people on this call, and then we're going to launch a live event in Miami, and we're going to get lit. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have from speakers, events. We're going to have a gala at the end, probably have a freaking boat party, probably rent out a whole section of 11. So Nikki, you better get the section ready because we're going to go out there and we're going to have a crazy ass time. So we're going to make money and then we're going to party at the end of it. Okay. So we want to grow this, expand this, right? It's literally open to everybody. We could literally charge $10 a session here. If you guys want us to start charging $10 a session, drop a 7 in the chat. Nobody's probably going to put anything down because you want it for free, right? If you want to keep this free, drop a 1 in the chat. If you want to keep this coaching calls for free, drop a 1 in the chat. So here's what everybody needs to do right now. Open up your phones, post a link in your group chat. I'm going to post it. In the chat right now. Let me see the Telegram group. All right, let me get the link. It's in the Telegram group, all right? But let me post it in the chat really quick. Here. This is what you're going to post, okay? I just put it in the chat right there. Boom. Post that in your group chats. Post that. We're going to put 7,000 people. I want you guys to see the vision here. Uncle Bobby P is going to be on this call. You're getting free coaching to grow and expand. So I want you guys to get the most experience. You know how you're going to get the most experience out of this call here? Is by getting your teammates on here. By getting your family on this call. By getting your sidelines, your relationships, everybody so they can grow and expand with you. Because it's going to be a great experience. And so without further ado, let's get started. What's going on, family? It's your man, Miami Patron, back for another video. Coming to you from beautiful Medellin, Colombia. I'm out here doing my thing. Guys, I am loving Colombia right now. I see my girl Manuela's on the car. She's from Medellin. Vibe check. Vibe check. Yo, I see Nikki. Vibe check. Yo, vibe check. Where's your gold cards at? Where's your gold cards? I'm looking at cameras. I'm looking at your cameras. Riker, where's your gold card? Yeah, I love that. Look at all the people with their gold cards. Guys, anything you write on this gold card, it must manifest. It must manifest anything you put on this gold card. I was listening to The Strangest Secret, and Earl Nightingale said, you must plant your goal in your mind because your mind is literally like the earth. It does not have the ability to accept or reject. If you plant corn in the ground, it will nourish you. It will feed you. It will give you life if you tender it. Or you can plant nightshade, which is a deadly poison, and you can nurture it, and you can feed it, and it will kill you. See, whether you plant nightshade or corn into the earth, it will grow, expand. You see, your mind is the same way. You can plant a negative idea. Actually, you don't even plant negative ideas. Just live your life. Go talk to your friends. Go talk to your family. They're probably negative, or maybe not negative, but not at the level that you want to get to. You guys know what I'm saying? Like your family, like my family, they love me, right? I love my grandparents. They'll never talk shit, but they'll like slide on the back door, be like, yo, but you know, I'll tell grandma, hey grandma, look at how well I'm doing. But then she'll be like, oh, but you got to pay taxes. I'm like, grandma, like, yes, I know I got to pay taxes. Like, come, can you just celebrate with me, please? You know, like, see the family, they'll never like shit on you, right? But they'll like slide in the back door and just be like kind of bring down the parade, right? So guys, yeah, Hispanic, my grandma's from Mexico. So yeah, I'm Mexican and Jamaican. But anyways, family, so hey guys, we're going to be doing something absolutely amazing. So whenever you have your goal card, you are planting your earth. You are planting your seed. Because negative ideas, you don't need to plant it. Just go live your life. Go out to the world. Open up the news and let the news plant that in. It's going to plant it in there. But when you consciously plant your goal card and what you're moving towards in your mind, everything starts to move. All right, my name is DeAndre. That was a long intro, but my name is DeAndre. For the first time you guys are hearing me, I'm a certified Bob Proctor Consultant. I am 24 years old. I'm from San Diego, California. I'm actually going to be going back to Miami in about 2 months. So for all my Miami, if you're in Miami, drop a one in the chat. All my Miami family, I'm going to be back in Miami soon. We're going to mastermind and everything out there. But guys, I got started with Bob Proctor really quickly. I got started with Bob Proctor 4 months ago. When I met him at the end of January, I was dead broke, sleeping in my car. But nobody knew it. Nobody knew what I was going through. I would sleep in my car, put on my suit jacket, go to the event. Uncle Bobby P said, hey, if you study this program called Thinking into Results, your life will change. And I was so naive. I put $5,000 on a credit card, no idea how I was going to pay it off. I committed to paying him $3,000 a month. Guys, I was driving for Lyft and for Amazon in January. Go to my YouTube channel and you will literally I'm talking about how to make money driving for Amazon. Literally. That's where I came from. And the fact that now I'm at almost $200,000 for the month, I've earned almost $400,000 in 4 months. It's insane. What happened? Bob Proctor completely transformed my subconscious mind, my paradigm. That's what we're going to be covering today. That's why I said get your teammates on this call. Because you know how you show appreciation for this is expanding it to somebody else, sharing it with another person, getting your teammate on there, sharing the vision with your team, sharing that, hey guys, you want to get good at selling, you want to get good at sharing the plan, recruiting, building, selling more products, you need to get on the Friday and Wednesday call with Uncle Bobby P. Uncle Bobby P. Uncle Bobby P. For real, guys. Yo, the company loves that. Yo, the company loves the whole Uncle Bobby P thing. It was like a mixture of like working with Neno. Neno said Bobby P, and then somebody else said Uncle. So here we are with Uncle Bobby P. He loves that. He loves the whole Uncle Bobby P. He loves this whole millennial movement. If you want Uncle Bobby P to come on this call, drop a 7 in the chat right now. If you want Uncle Bobby P to come on this call, you know how we're going to get him on this call? By growing this thing to freaking 7,000 people. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my co-host. I know that was a long intro, but yo, I just love sharing this. I'm just sharing my excitement. I don't know. I don't know. She is in the call.
I am.
There she is. You know what? Yo, this is my girl right here. Yo, like, for real, like the level of growth. I'm so proud of Mina, for real. I met her less than 30 days ago, right? Or coming up on 30 days, right? And just like the level of growth, she's crazy. Let me tell you why. She's crazy. Yo, we'll literally be studying in the morning. We'll be studying, talking about, okay, we'll like literally come up with an idea. I go on my Instagram 2 hours later and she's running a freaking training on it. I'm like, yo, what the, like, yo, her cognitive recognition of this information, she's a sponge. She takes it, applies it, and that's why she literally doubled her income in 30 days. It's like insane. She's a great student and she's a great teacher. So without further ado, I want to introduce my co-host, Mina.
All right, I'm going to have to practice not getting teary-eyed on this call with that introduction, but thank you. I still feel like I'm stuck in a twilight zone. For those of you guys who don't know that I've been in this business for less than 3 months, like, holy cow. And then I've been in the program for like 3 weeks, and like my whole life is just like being put in like a bottle and just like, every single day, I'm like, what is going on? What is all this vibration? Like, I know, that's how I feel. So it's so crazy, guys. I'm so grateful. Never, ever did I have the thought that this was ever going to be me. Like, I just kind of had a breakthrough, and like that's usually how it comes to us, right? Like one day it just like clicks and you're like, what am I doing? I have a whole life ahead of me. I only have one life to live. Is this really what I'm going to be remembered by? So that moment obviously came to me. It came to me at 25. So like my younger people in here, y'all got it really, really good. I have some girls on my team who are like 18, 19. I was like, Lord, if I was 18, 19 getting this information, your girl would have been a billionaire by now at 20, about to be 26. Holy cow. And the thing is that DeAndre is literally 2 years younger than me, which I find it mind blowing. He's literally like my little big brother, if that makes sense. But it's been absolutely crazy. Like we've been vibrating at such a crazy, crazy frequency. Like me and him have like brainstorming together at like 6 o'clock in the morning because we wake up like texting each other like, yo, we got to do this, that. So I just want to let you guys know that in the beginning, everything that we're going to be talking to you guys might sound super complicated. And then other things might be like, oh shit, no wonder. Right? But I promise you guys one thing. Sorry, Aiden. So I just want to let you guys know that the more you study, the more knowledge you try to gain on yourself and on these topics and on intuition and willpower and decision making and all that stuff, the easier it's going to seem. Like it becomes so simple. It becomes so simple the more that you study it. You're like, wow, I can't believe that this is why I've been acting this way my whole life. Like it's so right there in my face. So I just want to challenge you guys to, not let this be the only call that you're on. I completely made one decision, one change, one committed decision to just be a little better every single day, learn a little bit more every single day, and my results are skyrocketing. So, and me and DeAndre are no different than you guys. We're just so consumed by this information that we know our millennials, like our people, they're not getting taught this stuff. And we're literally getting set up for failure. We don't know ourselves. We don't know we have higher faculties. We don't know that we can exercise these higher faculties. It's literally time to break the generational curses. It's fucking 2020. It is time. And I am sorry, but like Uncle Bobby P, he's 86. So I am taking responsibility. DeAndre is taking responsibility from now for the next 40, 50 years from now, that we're going to be the vessel talking about this to every single person we meet, letting them know that they do not have to be an employee. Okay, we have everything we need for every single person on this earth to be a millionaire. There is abundance of money. There's an abundance of money. We got to learn how to attract it. So if it's going to take us the next 20 to 30 years, going on seminars, going on flights, sacrificing our time, sacrificing sleep, I don't care. Because it's blowing my mind that I'm 26 years old and this is the first time I'm hearing about this stuff. This is the first time that I hear about me being able to manifest stuff. I've never had over 2K in my life. Ever. Even in the 8-9 years of working 90 hours a week, I was still living a rat race lifestyle. Guys, I've spent over 7 figures now because it's about to be 20 something K on mentorship alone because I'm so absolutely obsessed with all this stuff. And I still have money. I don't even know where this money is coming from. It's just coming to me. When you start living in gratitude for your 2 ears and your mouth and your nose and you're blessed for everything, more good comes your way. It's just the way that it is. When you're living in a higher frequency, you're like, holy smokes, this is amazing. And yes, it's easier to, count the things that you don't have, but we have so much that we don't have. We need to be grateful for the fact that like we have hair, we have products that help our hair, we have IM that shows us how to trade, we have people like us who are willing to train us. So with that being said, guys, like we hope that in the next couple of weeks, I'm putting it out into the universe. DeAndre is putting it out into the universe. Bob Proctor already knows who we are. This call is going to blow up. And it's going to turn from a call to a webinar to on stage. We're taking this everywhere. So the info that you're getting right now is one of the first of the first. So with that being said, let's hop on into it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You guys are in the beginning stages. So let me go ahead and let's do this. Yo, by the way, we got this in Spanish. Where are my Spanish speakers at? Yo, drop a 7 in the chat, my Spanish speakers. Enséñame español, por favor. Yo, where are my Spanish speakers at? Where's the chat at? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Where are my Spanish speakers? All my Miami people. Guys, listen, all this information, we actually have it in Spanish. My vision, here it is. Look at this. There it is in Spanish. I got it in English. I got it in Spanish. My vision is I want to speak Spanish and Portuguese. Yo, Uncle Bobby P is huge in Brazil. If you're Brazilian, drop a 1 in the chat, my Brazilians. Portuguese, where are my Brazilians at? Yo, he's huge out there. He's huge. Awesome, guys. Yo, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do something great. So without further ado, I know we got so sentimental on this call. We're 20 minutes in. I'm going to pass it over to Uncle Bobby P, okay? Let me go ahead and then we'll come back. Spiritual selling. So now what we're doing, guys, we are in the path of agreement. So Bob Proctor has a seminar. This is literally a paid seminar. So y'all getting the sauce. Y'all getting the sauce right here. So it's called the Path of Agreement. It's going to be a 10-week series we're going through right now. Okay. So I'm going to pass it. We're going to finish up the introduction. Then Mina and I are going to come on. And like I said, I have the workbook for you guys. I'm debating if I want to give it to you guys, to be honest. Maybe when we hit 1,000 people on the call, look at this. Yo, from psychology. Yo, y'all want to talk about subconscious and conscious mind? He literally talks about that, how to sell your product. You want to recruit more girls on your team? You want to be a better trader? You want to build more? Look, he's talking about this. Once we hit 1,000 people on this call, I will distribute this to everybody. So you can study this. You can share this with your team. But we need 1,000 people on the call. I just declare that right now. When we hit 1,000 people, I'll give that to you guys. So without further ado, let me pass it over to Uncle Bobby P.
This is about. Now, what do you want to do? All you really have to do is become aware. That's it. You see, there's a marvelous inner world that exists within you and me. It's just absolutely incredible. An inner world. Everything comes from the inside out. And I've been reading an article, entering into the spirit of it every day since December 1. And it's a phenomenal thing. And what it's talking about is go to the root cause of everything. Well, that relates here. There's a marvelous inner world that exists within you and me. And the revelation of such a world enables us to do, to attain, and to achieve anything. That's pretty big, you know. Anything we desire within the bounds or limits of nature. You know what that means? If you can see it, you can have it. If you can see it, you can have it. It will be yours. Now that's pretty big. So let's start looking here. Here's the first page. I'm going to go page by page with you. Path to agreement. That's what professional selling is all about. That's really what it's all about. Path to agreement. You are getting another person to go down a path of agreement. You're going to find out something they want. You're going to mix it with something you've got, and you're going to give it back. All cooked, all baked, all ready to serve. It's going to be kind of nice. Now I'm going to ask you to flip over to page 3. Flip over to page 3. And what we're talking about here are 4 powerful concepts about building your business. And the first one is professional. Professional. Do you know, make up your mind that if you're not already, that you're going to be a real pro. There's no cutting corners. There's no trying to get a person in a corner, get a check and get out. That's stealing. I want you to become a real professional. Now, we've got a couple of definitions here. In fact, we got 3. One who engages in a pursuit or activity professionally. Now let that go. Number 2, one who attempts to do a better job today than yesterday. I think that's better. But the third is one I got from a mentor of mine, and it's one I absolutely love. So it's the one I locked into. It's the person who's at their best regardless. It doesn't matter what happens, you're going to give it everything you've got. I was talking to my son last week, and we were in a program, and he was sick. So I said, go to bed. And he said, did you ever work when you were sick? I said, yeah, I worked when I was sick. You know, I worked and I'm feeling just absolutely terrible. You got to set it aside and you got to focus. And I told him about one time I was speaking at a convention for the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company at Mackinac Island over in Michigan. And they have there a theater. It was a theater for plays. It would be like off-Broadway plays, maybe go there, I don't know. And that's where the convention was. And so they had quite a lot of people. I mean, there's a few hundred people. And the stage was a real stage, like they had backdrops and everything. And I was doing a 3-hour presentation at this convention. And fortunately for me, I gave them a workbook. I don't like speaking for 3 hours without giving something to the people so that when it's over, they're not going to wonder what they heard. Well, I'd get to a certain point and I would be sick. Man, was I sick. And I'd have them do an exercise. I would go backstage, I could go outside, and I would throw up, and I would come back in and start all over again. And I did that for 3 hours. Man, was I sick. So when Brian asked me, he said, did you ever work when you were sick? Yeah, I said, yeah, I have. I worked when I was sick. Well, these are 4 powerful concepts for building your business. You got to be professional. You just have to be professional. And I love that one who is at their best regardless. I got that from Bill Gove. Bill Gove was a pro, no question about it. He's gone too, God bless him. But he was a mentor of mine, and he was just quite a guy. Now, the second one is about selling. And that's a pretty interesting concept. Selling is having your ideas accepted, adopted, or approved. And the second one is to lead another person a path to agreement. Well, you pretty well know which one I chose there. Now, these are my choices. You could choose a different one if you want. I'm just sharing where I'm coming from. And it's working for me and has been for half a century at least. To lead another person in a path of agreement. So when I go on a sales call, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to give everything I've got to lead. And that's what I want to do with you right now. I want to lead you in a path of agreement. I want you to see what I'm teaching here is of real value. I'm going to tell you, the money and the time that you invested for this, it'll probably be the biggest bargain of your life. It is quite extraordinary. And you'll see that as we get into it. Now, some of us want to build a team. If you're going to build a team, you've got to get involved in management. You just have to. Now, I only have one concept for management. I've always had it. It's the development of people. Now, a lot of people treat management like it's the direction of things. That's not managing. That is not managing. Management is the development of people. It's you can look and you can see more inside of a person than they can see in themselves. And your job is to help pull that to the surface. That's what managing is all about. I have always attempted to be a real good manager. And I've always wanted to be better. I want to see more than the people that I'm managing can see. I tell them frequently, if you could only see you like I see you. Oh, man, I can think of some right off the top of my head, and they're just so incredible. They haven't got the picture yet. They're getting it. They keep getting better. Well, that's if you're in management. If you're building a sales team, that's definitely where it's at. The development of people. How do you do that? You do it with suggestions. Suggestions. You do it by seeing things about them that they don't see about themselves. You assure them they're quite capable of doing it. Even if they're scared, they can do it. And the last part, of course, is where we really tap into the mind, and that's on psychology. So they are the four things: professional, sales, management, psychology. They're the four subjects that we're going to cover here. And you get into psychology, we call the science of the mind and behavior. And I suppose that's what some people would call psychology, the science of mind and behavior. Now, I have another definition that I prefer here. And the study of the mind and behavior in relation to a particular field of knowledge or activity. And of course, since we're talking about selling, that gets the ribbon here. Okay? To study the mind and behavior. It's a study of the mind and behavior in relation to a particular field of knowledge or study. Now, for an individual to become a real professional salesperson, an understanding of the mind and of psychology is absolutely essential. I love the way James Lincoln, he was president of Lincoln Electric many years ago, and he put it very well. He said, America leaves its greatest resource largely untapped. And that resource, of course, is the intelligence, the initiative, the productive power latent in every individual, not just some, every individual. Now think about that for a moment. You and I are God's highest form of creation. We've got potential, infinite potential. We'll never draw it all to the surface. There's no end, no beginning, no end to it. No one knows what we're capable of doing. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. There's perfection within you. And you don't have to make it better. It's there now. That's you. That's the real you is perfect. All you have to do is become aware of the perfection within you. And that's what Lincoln's saying. America leaves its greatest research, we could say. Poland does, Germany does, England does, Australia, South America, the world leaves its greatest resource largely untapped. And that resource, of course, is the intelligence, the initiative, the productive power latent in every individual. Have you any idea what you're leaving on the table? Now think about it.
Awesome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we finished literally, that was just the introduction, okay? So that was just the introduction. Let me go ahead and let me get this up with you guys. Let's see here. So if you guys got, I would like you guys in the chat right now, drop something you just learned. Oh, that's in the meeting. Drop something you just learned right now in the chat. All right, let's do this. Drop in the chat right now something you just learned. Okay. So here we are inside the workbook. You guys can see it on my screen digitally. What's up, Instagram? I'm on my Zoom call right now. Make sure you hop on Zoom. All right. So drop in the chat right now. What is something you just learned? Awesome. Okay. So like I said, this is going to be a 10-week series. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add value. So I have the first page of the workbook pulled up right now. I'm going to cover this, and then Mina's going to come in for about 10 minutes. And then what we decided to do is we're going to do about 15 minutes of masterminding, okay? 15 minutes of masterminding. If you guys like the mastermind at the end where you can ask us questions, drop a 1 in the chat. Would you like us to teach more and then do less questions, or put a bigger section of questions and masterminding at the end? What would you guys like, okay? What would you guys like? Okay, so let's hop into it. You guys see it on my screen right here. So 4 powerful concepts to building your business. You must understand that your business is built 3 times. Your business is built 3 times. Number 1 is in the spiritual world, in your mind. The first time your business is built is in your mind. The second time it is built is on paper, right here. Here's my workbook to the program. So the program that I offer from Bob Proctor is called Thinking into Results. It's been out for 11 years. So here's the textbook that comes with the program. My $100,000 a month business was built back in February in this book. Now I'm on my way to $1 million a month. I'm on my way. My $1 million a month business was built on paper. Okay. So the first place is built is in your mind. The second place is built is on paper. The third place that your business is built. You guys can't see me? You guys can see me, right? You guys can see me, right? You guys can hear me, see me? Okay, cool. I don't know why somebody said they can't see me. The third place it is built is in the physical world. It's built in the physical world. So let's talk about this. Professional. Make the decision that you are going to be a professional salesperson. Now, some of you might have a bad paradigm around sales. That's probably why you're not selling anything. Or you're not selling at the level that you want. I love sales. You know what sales means? Because you have to change your perspective on what sales is. Some people think of sales as like, being pressured, going to a car, feeling uncomfortable, feeling like, oh my gosh, this guy's trying to get something over me. That's not what sales is. Sales is literally doing something for somebody, not to them. I love sales because the way I see sales is when I get somebody in the program, they're going to change their life. If you're in the program, if you're one of my clients, drop a 1 in the chat right now. If you're one of my clients in Thinking into Results, drop a 1 in the chat. Look at all my clients. They get me all day. Look at that. Look at all of them still on this call. They get to hear me all freaking day, and they're still in the chat. Guys, so much love for all my clients. You see, it's something I do for them. They're in the program, and they're getting results. They're becoming more confident. Somebody just posted in the chat. Her name is Sam. Oh, Sam, what's up? Sam just posted. When I first met Sam, she was so nervous to even talk. I could barely hear her on the call. Now she's running her own training, growing her income, building her team. Like Sam is just doing something absolutely amazing. All my clients are just getting results. Why? Because I am doing something for them. I introduced them to Bob Proctor. How do you feel about your opportunity? How do you feel about your opportunity? Do you feel confident that what you're doing for somebody is for their benefit? Are you afraid to share the plan? Some of you right now are afraid to grow your business, afraid to show the plan. Why? It's because your own perception of it, you are posting that insecurity onto that customer. You feel like you're intruding. When you're sliding in a DM, you know this. You guys must understand this. Before you send out that message to that prospect, they have picked up your vibration before you even press send. Before you send out that DM, your customer will feel your vibration before you even press send. Because thought energy travels way faster than any other energy out there. You see, you must plant in the image of you see, when I get on a call with somebody, when I have strategy sessions today. If you have a strategy session with me, drop a 1 in the chat today. If you have a strategy session booked with me in the next 7 days, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat right now if you have a strategy session in the next 7 days, okay? So this what happens is, before I get on the call with somebody, I center myself and say, hey, how can I serve them? How can I serve them? How can I help them get to their next rank? How can I help them get to the next goal? You see, I put myself to help them. Professional. Make the decision you're going to be a professional in your industry. Professionals get paid the millions. If you want to get paid the millions, drop a 7 in the chat. If you want to max out your compensation plan, hit Chairman 500, hit SED, hit $1 Million Club. If you want to maximize your compensation plan, drop that 7 in the chat. It's going to come from being a professional. Raising your awareness. You must raise your awareness of yourself and the faculties of your mind. Number 2, selling. I just talked about that, but selling. You know what we're really doing here? Everybody, escúchame. Everybody listen to me right now. I'm practicing my Spanish with you guys. Check it. You know what we're selling here? We're selling ideas. We are selling ideas. If you are recruiting somebody to your opportunity to build your team and to build their team, you are selling ideas. Get very good at selling ideas. Why are you guys on this call? I've sold you on the idea that I can help you grow your business, that I can help you expand with Uncle Bobby P. Selling ideas. You see, when you're talking to a customer, we think in pictures. So you must be able to effectively communicate a picture and plant a picture in their person's subconscious mind. What is it? You see, that's why I say we sell transformations. If you're selling a product, If you're selling this vegan skincare, if you're selling that you can trade, you're selling the wrong thing. You are selling the idea of this person transforming their life. Number 2, selling. Number 3, management. Mina, I would love for you to come on this part right here, management, development of people. You see, I'm right now. I'm in the stage of building a team. I'm hiring assistants. I'm hiring salespeople. So I'm in the process of developing people, helping people become more aware. You know what developing people is? Helping them become more aware. That's what you want to do. Bob Proctor, I have it on my whiteboard right here. Bob Proctor said, DeAndre, you're not seeking income. What you're really seeking is consciousness and awareness. You want to increase your income? Drop a 7 in the chat if you want to explode your income with consistency and build a team and build your leadership skills. Drop a 7 in the chat. You want to do all of that? Those are all byproducts. Those are all byproducts of awareness. All byproducts of awareness. It's not a strategy. It's not a skill. Do you need strategy? Do you need skills? Yes. That's the 1%. The 99% is the awareness of who you are. Getting yourself to do the things you know you should be doing. Make sure you're hopping on our Wednesday calls where we talk more about the psychology of the mind, the paradigm, self-image. Yo, this shit's crazy. Yo, holy shit. Like, I just got like overwhelmed with like, we're literally just sharing this shit for free and just like, we're just doing something crazy. Yo, if y'all excited right now, drop an emoji of how you feel in the chat. This is crazy. We're talking about like subconscious minds and freaking energies and vibrations and frequencies and planting images and gold cards. Like, this shit is insane. Holy shit. Like, I want you to just feel this right now. Feel this. If you're like most of the people here under the age of 40, under the age of 30, this shit is insane. Absolutely crazy. Development of people. I'm going to have my girl, Mina, come on. Mina, can you talk about development of people and how to grow this with network marketing? Do I have to unmute you? All right, Mina.
Hey. What is up, people? Yes. I could definitely talk about that because like we all know, I am implementing this as we speak. So DeAndre is currently building a team. I have a pretty large team. It's 200 plus right now, all over the world. And I was learning on how to pretty much transition into the leadership role, right? And if you guys have been on Neno's calls or if you guys have ever heard him speak, there is something called the 5 levels of leadership. The first level is when somebody follows you just because you have a title. The second level is when you make that connection with them and you know exactly why it is that they're doing this business. Why is it that they chose this? What attracted them to this business? What made them say, yes, you need to know that. I don't care if you have thousands of people on your team, hundreds of people on your team. You need to have that one call, that one-on-one call that's going to make things solidified. Nobody is going to do what you want them to do. They're going to do it if they know that you care about making them grow. That is a huge, huge step in when it comes to management. Okay, we're not here to be teachers. We're not here to like knock shit into your head. We're here to give you, like Bob Proctor said, suggestions of what we think would be best for you based on your circumstance, right? And with that being said, guys, I really want to touch on some of the things that DeAndre said. I don't know if you guys heard how many times decision came out of his mouth. Decision is so important. Decision to grow a team, decision to care for your people, decision to show up every day, decision to become more self-aware, decision to not go back to your old paradigm. It all starts with one decision, okay? Selling comes from believing in yourself. Believing in yourself is a decision. You are born with confidence. Whether you think you're not confident or you are right. Listen to what I just said. Whether you think you are confident or whether you think you are not, you are right. But I'm here to tell you that you were born with it. You just have to tap in. And how do you tap in? Through study, through awareness. Okay, you need to understand that decision or lack of them are the responsibilities for making or breaking your business, making or breaking your career. Making that decision to go into this, to believe in yourself, to believe in the products, to believe in what you're doing, to believe in the transformation, to believe in what you're studying, to get the word out, that's going to give you confidence. And when you have confidence, there's not anything that you cannot sell. Because you're not selling the products, you're selling yourself. You have spirit within you. Okay? People who have become very good at making decisions without being influenced by the opinions of others usually are the 6-figure earners, the 7-figure earners, the 8-figure earners. Indecision. How many? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard this. Indecision causes disintegration. You will literally fall apart if you're not making a decision. Like, let's be real. How many of you guys have heard from your friends, I don't know what to do? How many of you guys can remember a time where you're like, I wonder what I should do. What do I do? What do I do? Love them, leave them, quit, stay, do it, don't do it, buy it, don't buy it, say it, don't say it, tell them, don't tell them. Like, so many decisions throughout our fucking days. Okay, we all have these thoughts, but if you have them frequently, I'm here to tell you, like, stop that. You need to get used to making decisions and making them within 5 minutes. Mel Robbins literally got famous on her 5-second rule. Oh my God, I don't want to get up 5 seconds. Just do it. You want to be a 6-7 figure earner? You want to learn how to be an amazing salesperson, both spiritually and intellectually? Make the decision. Once you claim something yours is yours. In the spiritual world, now are you going to put in the work? Are you going to seek awareness? Are you going to make your thoughts match your reality? Because that's up to you. You need to stay in a frequency until you get what you want. The cause of uncertainty is the cause of indecision. Okay? And the thing is that when we look at something, that's why perception is so key. When we look at something, it can either be half full or half empty. And usually when something is really, really, really good for you, life will make it seem so scary that life will trick you away from what you really want to do. It's so crazy. Life makes this. Haven't you guys ever heard the devil comes in beautiful forms? And great decisions are masked by uncertainty, by fear. Guys, this stuff has been said to us for so long, but you know what it is? That we're down here in awareness. But once you start studying and studying and studying and really tapping into like the other thoughts that are in this world, and you can think that way, you start to realize why these people were saying these quotes, why it is that we have these quotes. A lot of you guys, yeah, the devil comes in beautiful forms. That's why they tell you, like, don't go for that girl. That guy is going to be the death of you. If it's so perfect, like, we've heard this all so many times in so many ways, but it's spiritual. Why do you think they said the devil and not a goat? It's spiritual. We are spirit beings. Okay, you need to have, in order to make a decision too, you need to have high self-image. Me and DeAndre talk about this on a daily basis, and you want to know why? Because I came into this program with a really bad self-image. So you see, it boils down to this. Decision makers are not afraid of failure, because we all know that through failure, we learn. Okay, we have the ability as human beings to shrug it off, because we know that we're in connection to the all-knowing, our spirit. Our spirit got me. Like we talked about it this morning, D. But like, you could put us in the middle of anywhere. We don't speak the language, but like, I got everything I need. I got intuition. I got willpower. I will figure this out. I am the only person in this world right now that has higher faculties. I'm going to do this. That's confidence. Decision makers learn from their decisions, but they'll never submit to failure. They'd rather fail and get up rather than being stuck in indecision. So make a decision that you're going to be an amazing salesperson. Make a decision that you're going to get a customer every single day. You don't know how, you're not supposed to know how, but you're going to tell yourself that that's what it is, point blank, period. When you decide something is yours, it is yours in the spiritual world. Now it's only a matter of time, a matter of your frequency in which it's going to manifest in this world. Once you make a decision, you'll start to notice that like everything that you need, all the people, all the things, all the ideas are just going to come to you. Don't worry about failing. You like write this down. Don't worry about failing. It'll toughen you up. And it's going to get you ready for that big win. You need to fail. God needs to roughen you up before he gives you all the blessings. It's part of the road. Napoleon even said it. Circumstances, I make them. Circumstances, I make them. Okay, so we can leave these last 10 minutes for Mastermind G. I want you guys to leave this call and make a decision that you're going to move your needle every single day. Seek awareness. Seek knowledge. You don't know something? Figure it out. 2020. Okay, people are building holographic shit. You're telling me you can't figure out Chairman 100 and you can't figure out SCD? You're better than SCD and Chairman 100. Tap in and make the decision.
Tap in. Love it, love it, love it, guys. So we decided we're going to leave the last 10 minutes to Mastermind. Okay, maybe we'll hop back into this because we didn't cover psychology and stuff, but maybe we'll cover that in the questions. All right, so we're going to hop onto a Mastermind. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me share the proper screen. So like always, while we're doing our Mastermind, for those of you that know, I am a Bob Proctor Consultant. I work with the Uncle Bobby P. So if you'd like to schedule a free 30-minute strategy session, what you're going to do is you're going to text Bob Proctor to 31996. You'll get a text message with my calendar. You can book a free 30-minute strategy session, or you can go to my Instagram bio. Can somebody drop mine and Mina's Instagrams in the chat? Guys, you're not going to want to leave these masterminds. Like, it's weird because even on Neno's call and around like our calls, when we start masterminding, everybody hops off. Like apparently they have their goals. Apparently they don't need a mastermind. They don't need to hear the question asked. Apparently they got it all figured out. So the mastermind does not mean the end of the call. I see this on Neno's call as well. Everybody, half the people fall off. No, the mastermind means you stay there and you learn from what we have to add value, whether it's me or whether it's Neno or whoever it is. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on participants. You're going to raise your hand. And then we're going to answer your question, okay? So while we're doing that, make sure Bob Proctor 31996 to schedule that free 30-minute strategy session. I'll tell you more about the program, and then we'll build a game plan for you to help build your income, your team, or Instagram bio. So I'm waiting for somebody. You're going to go to participants, click raise your hand, and then we're going to go ahead and get those questions asked. You know how I know who's implementing this information? Mina, you know how I know somebody's implementing this? They got questions. Because if you ain't doing shit, you ain't got questions because there's nothing to ask questions about. Because you just take notes, you take notes, you take notes. You go to the next meeting, take notes, go to the next meeting, take. But if you're like implementing this shit and effing up, you have questions. You literally have questions. So we got Misty. Misty's actually in the program, but hey, I'm so glad to see that you're on here. Let's go, Misty. I unmuted you. I thought I did. Hold on. Okay, Misty, unmute yourself. There you go.
Okay. Well, I don't really have a question, but I mean, since nobody said anything, I figured I'd just say that I have seen my growth in the last 2 weeks since I joined the program. And there's still things that I'm working on. There's still things that I need to improve on, but I've been doing stuff trial and error. Like that's one of my mottos is trial and error. And I've had like, you said, I've learned that you connect with people, like people connect with people. And I feel like I am like connecting with you guys' vision. Like I connect with Nano's vision. I connect with your vision. I connect with Nina's vision. Like I see myself walking on stage, doing things that I never thought I'd be able to do. Like I have people coming to me like offering like radio, like doing stuff in radio, like all this other stuff has been like coming to me, and I'm like, I'm still trying to work on me and my SED. Like that's my mission, but I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, like what's going on? Everything is like bombarding me, and I'm like, okay, let me finish working on this. But I'm like attracting a different caliber of people into my circle, and it's amazing. I don't want to use up all the time. I just wanted to put that out there. It's amazing. I love you guys.
Thanks, Misty. Let's go ahead and let's go have trading with cash. Trading with cash. Let's get. I just unmute yourself. Trading with cash. I unmuted. Oh, my bad. I muted you.
Misty, I love you.
Trading with cash. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you? Oh, wait, I have to unmute you. There you go. I unmuted you. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey.
Quickly, what do you do? And then ask your question.
Hey, fantastic. My name is Kashmir Robinson. I'm from New York City. Platinum 1000 in the organization. Been also featured with Manny as one of the Go Live educators as well. This is my first time jumping on this session, so really, really excited. I actually just text that information, text that link. Setting up the schedule now as we speak. If there aren't any other questions, I know that there was another portion that you wanted to go into. When's the next day that you're doing this class, or when are you going to go into that next portion? I think it was, I seen like mind, body, connection, something of that nature. And the young lady before you, can you just drop Instagram again? I think I missed it.
Definitely. So, so this is, we do this call every Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay. I do this call Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I'm partnered up with Jason Stone. He's a Chairman 10 in I Am Academy. I run a call for him on Mondays where I talk about psychology. On Wednesdays is where we jump into Bob Proctor trainings, subconscious mind, vibrations, the laws of the universe, paradigms, self-image, confidence, like all the different things that Bob teaches. What we'll do is we play a Bob video on Wednesdays, and then we talk about the concepts. On Fridays, we talk about spiritual selling, how to actually take that information and start building a team, selling the product, selling the plan, and doing that. So what you'll do, if somebody can do, whether somebody that's in my group chat, can you post in the chat, the Telegram group, the one that says Uncle Bobby P, the link, post that and spam that right now so everybody can do that. So if this is the first time on your call, on the call, follow us on Instagram, join our Telegram group so you can get this link every single week, okay? So Fridays is spiritual selling, Wednesdays are concepts from Bob Proctor. Got it, my man?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you and everything you guys are putting together.
Man, looking forward to seeing you on here, bro. Get your team on here, man. These are just open calls to everybody, okay?
Oh, I already texted them. They all on it. Thank you.
Let's do it, man. All right, so let's go. Angela. Yeah.
We have a question here that I want to answer. I got it privately, but I feel like everybody needs to hear it. It says, literally have such a hard time growing a team. None of my friends or family want to join my team. I said this on the last training call that I have. I mean, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but your warm market is not going to build your business. Strangers will cheer for you and clap for you before your family and friends do. Okay, so get used to learning about attraction marketing, start studying it, look up some videos and some content on it, because your cold market is what's going to build your business. Your friends and family will not, especially if we're talking about hundreds of thousands, like maybe a couple $100. Yeah, they'll get you in the beginning. But if we're talking about making thousands of dollars a month, 100,000s, 300,000s, 500,000s, $1 million, that's going to be with the cold market, which is the other 7.5 billion people in the world, and not the couple hundred people you know. Okay, so don't feel discouraged when your parents or your friends don't cheer for you, because that usually happens at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Awesome. Mina, should we go, do you think should we end the call right at 12, or should we go a couple minutes over and keep doing the mastermind? Because I know we're going to start, by the way, we're going to start a Tuesday call where we're going to do just mastermind. It's not even coaching. We're just going to it's going to be on Instagram. Both of us are going to share the split screens, and we're just going to answer questions. That's going to be on Tuesday. We'll post that in the group chat, the Uncle Bobby P group chat. What time that will be at. We'll do that every single Tuesday for about 30 minutes to an hour, okay? So Mina, should we just take one more questions and then cut it out? Okay, so I think Angela, you were the actually, you know what, Angela and Sam, you guys are both my clients, and you can get your questions answered in our group call. Let's introduce it. Like, if you guys okay with that, I can talk to Jasmine. She's actually not in the program, and then I think that way she can get some value. You guys cool with that, Angela and Sam? Okay, cool. So Jasmine.
Hey, thank you for doing these calls. I've only been on a few of them, but they've helped me like a lot. Definitely understanding myself, because I've always been on like a whole mindset journey, but I think that I think it just puts connecting the dots, you know what I mean? And so like my question is like, I feel like with my cold market, I've been able to hit more people in my warm market with trading, because I'm in trading, and it's like I don't know how to attract the people that I want in my business from the cold market, because that obviously works better. And so that's kind of like my question is like, how do I reach those people and attract those people with the same mindset as me, and that can add oops, sorry, my vibe check, that can add that kind of value to my business.
Awesome. So this is a two-part question. I'm gonna talk about it because I can talk about concepts. I'm not in the field building a team like that. And then Mina's gonna talk about the strategy, actually implementing it. Okay. So attraction comes. You attract people based on your frequency. As you raise your awareness, you become a more attractive force. For example, at the peak of this call, we had almost 250 people. That everybody was attracted based on mine and Mina's and I's frequency, right? Our frequency, we attracted those people because we have a level of awareness that is attractive to people. So confidence and your level of awareness is what's going to attract people to you. Like I tell my clients, you don't find leaders, you attract them. You don't find teammates, you attract them by becoming an attractive person. Bob Proctor said, if I study this program, I will never have to sell it. I don't have to sell this program. My lifestyle and who I am sells it. They just go on my Instagram, see where I've come from, and it's just, they want in. Boom, they just want it. Because I become an attractive person. So you have to grow your awareness. If you want to grow your team, what you're seeking is awareness. If you want to grow your income, what you're seeking is awareness. If you want to get, literally, what you're seeking is awareness. As you become a more attractive force is by being on this call and studying Uncle Bobby P. Okay, I don't know how new you are in the business. The more you study Uncle Bobby P, the faster you're gonna get results in your business. Because it's not a strategy that's gonna get you to the top. It's not a strategy, it's understanding this, working from the inside out. Okay, so that's what my take is, become an attractive person by growing your awareness. Now Mina can talk about the actual strategies of reaching out to people. Mina? Mina, do I have to unmute you?
There we go. So here's my thing. I love attraction marketing. And one of the things that I can tell you to do, because I know trading is super hard to use in like attraction, because it is so financially like absorbed. So people kind of like shy away from that, because I feel like it's harder definitely to get women into like Forex trading and stuff like that. And usually in your field, a guy would want to maybe join with a guy, if I'm correct. But what I would say is that you need to think in benefits instead of thinking in like what Forex is and what you can teach them about Forex. You need to go a step further than that, and you need to speak in what Forex could actually benefit them in. What can it do for them? How can it change their life? You know what I'm saying? When you speak to people, people are thinking in what's in it for me. So when you're trying to use attraction marketing and have kind of like this pool of people, you want to speak in benefits, because it doesn't matter. Like for me, it doesn't matter the ingredients that are in my products. For you, it doesn't matter that you can help them grow in Forex trading by teaching them XYZ and strategy and this and this and that. People think in what's in it for me. How is Forex trading going to give me a wealthier, healthier life? If you're a Forex trader, you can trade from all over the world. You can work off of your phone. It's going to give you time freedom. So write down 5 things that being a Forex trader can do for somebody, benefits wise. And anybody can do this with their business. Write down 5 things that your company can benefit somebody. And it's not the ingredients, it's not the products, it's not the service, it's not the company. No, it's the community. It's the personal growth. It's the mindset trainings. It's the fact that you get to work with sweatpants on. It's the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Like, be funny about it, add your own twist, but that's how you're going to attract people. People get attracted when you're trying to better them and not take something from them.
Okay. Yeah, that's like, I think that's my, the thing I need to work on the most is really just showing that, because like, that's what got me into it. Like, that's
Right.
what.
And
Yeah.
that's how people think. So put yourself in the shoes of a consumer. Like, before you post, be like, if I was a consumer and I'm looking at this, would it pique my interest? What am I trying to say with this? So that's a strategy.
Thank you,
girl.
Definitely, guys. And on Tuesdays, Amina and I, we're going to do a straight mastermind on Instagram Live. So I'll post the time on in our Telegram group. So without further ado, family, text Bob Proctor to 31996 for that free strategy session. I'll see you guys on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week. See you guys later.